John Parker stood in the fading light of a late May evening on his 200-acre Texas ranch, the lake shimmering faintly in the distance, its surface catching the last golden rays. Wildflowers along the pastures edge trembling in the cooling breeze, their vibrant yellows and purples softened by dusk, ancient oaks casting long shadows. The air rich with the mingled scents of cedar, fresh hay, and the faint musk of earth, cattle lowing softly in the fields, their calls carrying a quiet calm after the chaos of recent weeks. But the peace shattered as Stephen, John's brother-in-law, stepped through the gate uninvited, his polished shoes out of place on the dusty path. "John, we need to talk," Stephen called. His voice sharp, John turning, his Stetson shading the fury in his eyes. "I told you, I'm not selling my horses, my land, nothing. How many more ways do I gotta say it?" Stephen holding up a folder. "It's a serious offer, John. The Carter Group, they're buying up every piece of farmland this side of Montana, and they want Redstone, horses included." The red barn and snare shed glowing in the twilight, the burn scar on John's forearm a reminder of battles fought, the wildflowers enduring despite the storm brewing. Stephen's persistence stirred a raw wound in John, who'd lost his wife Kathy and daughter Gemma to a tornado 5 years ago. A tragedy that had driven him from the church where he'd once been a deacon. Stephen pressing, "This could solve your financial problems. Redstone's a fortune to upkeep. And you can't keep running it alone." John's voice cold. "I got all the help I need. I'm doing fine." Stephen softer. "I miss them too. Kathy was my sister. Gemma my niece. But Kathy wouldn't want you living like this, punishing yourself." John's jaw tightening. "Unless you're ready to hear some colorful language, now's the time you head out." Stephen leaving the folder on the fence post. "Everyone misses you at Walnut Heights. The new pastor's good. You'd like her." John turning away. "Goodbye, Stephen." The lake glowing silver in the dusk, its calm a stark contrast to the grief resurfacing, the wildflowers along the fence trembling in the breeze, the plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. The next morning, John was mucking the stables, the scent of hay and horse sweat grounding him, when he heard a rustle, drawing his rifle. "Who's in there?" "You got 5 seconds to come out. I'm only counting to 3. 1. A teenage girl stumbling out, her hands up, a ball cap clutched tight. "Don't shoot, please." John lowering the gun. "What are you doing here?" The girl stammering. I don't know. I was just trying to." John cutting her off. "How'd you get on my property?" "Answer the question," her eyes darting. "There was a hole in the fence. I was running from some kids. I didn't mean to." John firm. "Leave, get off my property, and don't come back. You understand?" The girl nodding, scurrying off. John muttering, "Kids," the wildflowers along the stables trembling in the breeze, the plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. That afternoon, the girl returned. Her voice hesitant. "Mr. Parker?" "I'm Tessa. I think I left my cap in your barn." John eyeing her. "I told you not to come back." Tessa pleading. "It's important. My dad gave it to me before he died." John's expression softening slightly. "I threw it away with the trash you left. Sorry, kid. It's gone." Tessa's face falling. "You don't understand. I need it." John turning back to his breakfast. "I'm in the middle of eating. Excuse me." Tessa's voice breaking. "Please." John pausing. "Fine, come in." Leading her inside, the kitchen warm with the scent of coffee. Ethan looking up from his sketch of Daisy. "Who's she, Grandpa?" John gruff. "Just a kid who broke into the stables." Tessa explaining. "I was hanging out with some friends. They weren't really my friends. They wanted to vandalize something with spray paint I stole from the church shed, but I didn't want to, so I ran. Ended up here." John raising an eyebrow. "Vandalism's where I draw the line. Good thing you didn't follow through." Tessa nodding. "I'm not from around here. Been here long enough to know I don't fit in." John softer. "I'll see you at 8 tomorrow. Don't be late. You're working for me now. Minimum wage. Bring your own lunch." The wildflowers along the house trembling in the breeze, the plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. Tessa arrived the next morning, dressed in a mismatched outfit. "I wanted something business casual but fun. What do you think?" John shaking his head. "Follow me," leading her to the stables. "Horses don't like phones. Separate the droppings from the shavings. Deodorize." Tessa wrinkling her nose. "It smells like horse. What kind of deodorant fixes that?" John handing her a rake. "It's all written down. Start there." Tessa chattering. "I've never had a real job. Did some office work for my mom, but I'm a fast learner, tripping on loose gravel. See? Fast learner. John gruff. Focus, the lake glowing gold in the morning light. It's come a beacon of the lessons ahead, the wildflowers enduring, their roots deep in the Texas soil. Later that day, a woman in a beige dress arrived. Are you John Parker? I'm Michelle Barnett, the new pastor at Walnut Heights. I'm looking for my daughter, Tessa. John crossing his arms. She's working. Her shift's not over. Michelle flustered. You hired her without my consent. John firm. I don't need a parent's consent to hire staff. And what kind of parent doesn't know where her daughter is? Michelle's eyes narrowing. Are you implying I'm a bad mother? John dry. Honest to God. Lady, my life was better before I met either of you. Michelle softer. She's not cut out for this. She's ready to go home. Tessa running up. Mom, I can explain. Michelle cutting her off. We'll talk later, not here. Turning to John, you're the former deacon, right? I'd like to invite you to Praise Fest, biggest family event of the summer. John's voice cold. My family's dead. No thanks. Michelle taken aback. I meant no offense. John sharper. What's uncalled for is you storming onto my property. Let's move on like we never met. The wildflowers along the path trembling in the breeze, the plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. The next day, Tessa returned. I forgot my phone yesterday. Can I get it back? John nodding. It's at the house. Wait here. Tessa eyeing Esperanza. Can I brush him? John firm. No. He's stubborn. Likes to be left alone. Retrieving the phone, finding Stephen waiting. The Carter group doubled the offer. John, you need this. John's voice hard. I lost my family. What good did Faith do? I'm done talking. Tell them no. Stephen softer. They'll buy it from the bank when you default. I miss Sunday suppers here. John gruff. I'll be seeing you. Handing Tessa her phone. Charge it for 5 minutes. Don't touch anything. Tessa nodding. I need the bathroom. John pointing. Down the hall. To the right. No pit stops. The wildflowers along the porch trembling in the breeze. The plains stretching wide and unbroken. Their roots deep in the Texas soil. Days passed. Tessa working diligently. One morning offering John a sandwich. I made an extra. My mom's a great cook. You should ask her sometime. John taking it. Thanks. Tessa watching a YouTube video on saddling a horse. If you won't teach me, I'll teach myself. John gruff. Not on that you won't. Then softer. I'll regret this. Come on. Showing her how to saddle Esperanza through the backside of the strap. Pull it tight 50 times. Tessa beaming. You're doing great, kid. Later asking, have you ever fallen off a horse? John nodding. Part of riding. You get up, get back on. Tessa's voice small. I miss my dad. He cheered the loudest at my volleyball games, helped with homework, let me eat ice cream. He was the best. John softer. Sounds like it. Tessa adding. My mom doesn't talk about him. It's like she doesn't miss him. John reassuring. She does. It's probably too hard for her. The lake glowing silver in the midday light. It's calm a testament to the healing unfolding, the wildflowers enduring, their roots deep in the Texas soil. Michelle visited again. I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have left my baggage on your doorstep. John nodding. We can grab coffee sometime. Michelle opening up. Tessa's had a hard time. I never expected her to be on a horse farm. Sneaking out. John gruff. She's an energetic kid. Michelle asking. Did she talk about her dad? John replying. A little. She misses him. Tessa running up. Mom, please don't take this away. I like working here. Mr. Parker listens to me. Michelle firm. 3 days a week. Can't interfere with church work. John muttering. I don't suppose I get a say in this. Michelle smiling. Very much so. The wildflowers along the yard trembling in the breeze. The plains stretching wide and unbroken. Their roots deep in the Texas soil. Weeks later, Tessa and a friend, Chloe, were cleaning the church shed for Praise Fest. John arriving to check on them, finding a cap in the closet. I found this. Thought you'd want it. Tessa's eyes lighting up. Mr. Parker, you kept it. John gruff. Don't push it. There were boots too, but you're not getting those. Tessa hugging him. Thank you. Michelle arriving. John, I talked to Stephen. He told me everything. John cold. I'm not talking about my finances. Go home. Michelle climbing onto Esperanza. Not until you talk to me. John spurring the horse. Michelle falling. Hitting her head. John rushing to her. You okay? Michelle dazed. I'll be fine. Gotta get to the church. John firm. You need to rest. I'll drive you. Taking her to Walnut Heights, stepping inside for the first time in years, the familiar scent of polished wood and hymnals stirring memories, Michelle whispering, "Welcome home." The wildflowers along the church trembling in the breeze, the plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. At Praise Fest, Tessa confronted Michelle. "You never talk about Dad. I saw what happened with Mr. Parker." Michelle tearful. "It was a mistake. It shouldn't have happened." Tessa softer. "You deserve to be happy. I want to talk about Dad." Michelle nodding. "You remind me so much of him." "I'll try." Later, Tessa climbed onto Esperanza. "Mr. Parker, you've been avoiding me. It's simple, you me. And my mom found something good through our grief." John gruff. "You could have gotten hurt." Tessa firm. "You fell off your saddle. It's time to get back on your horse." John softer. "We'll talk tomorrow at work. Go home." Michelle approaching. "Kissing you made me realize I'm open to something more. I want to try again." John nodding. "I'm ready too. After dinner. I'm starving." Stephen arriving. "I've got the papers, ready to sign." John smiling. "I changed my mind. Call off the deal. I'm a rancher. I'll keep the lights on. See you Sunday for dinner, 6 p.m. Don't be late." The crew gathering, coffee steaming, Ethan sketching Tessa with Esperanza. "She's staying, Grandpa?" Sarah's hand in his. "Looks like it." Frank saying. "Grayson's moving." Matt adding. Phase 4's in the Midwest. Tom by the window. Ridge has 10 riders. John firm. "This land's our home. We'll protect it." The lake glowing gold as dawn broke, the plains stretching wide. Wildflowers enduring, their roots deep in the Texas soil, redemption found, but the fight far from over.